Hey, everybody. Today I have a special guest. She's not only a friend of mine, but she's a local entrepreneur. And I thought it would be fun to talk about her business. I think you'll find it interesting. But even more importantly, is how she's pivoted during this pandemic. And she's a very busy person, so I'm really fortunate to have her. So, Beth DeLeva, thank you for joining us. Can you hear
Thank
me,
you,
Beth?
Eric. I'm really happy to talk to you this morning.
Thanks. I'm glad you're here too. Um, So Beth DeLeva runs a business here in town called Hometown Hospitality. You may have heard of it. Beth, can you tell us a little bit about the business, when you started, and tell us what it's all about?
Sure. I took over Hometown Hospitality almost 7 years ago. It was an existing business, and the purpose of it is to welcome new residents to town and connect them to town resources, to medical professionals, small businesses, restaurants, and just answer any kind of questions people have. And local businesses sponsor that package. And I normally visit people personally, go through a binder of information with them, and then make myself available for any follow-up questions. We also follow up with them through our weekly newsletter, which is Hometown Happenings. And we have a website that has all those resources for people as well. And
So,
we do this in Holliston, Hopkinton, and Southborough.
as a resident, I love the website to know the hometown happenings, and because it really does keep me up to date.
Oh, thank you. Thank
So,
you.
and
The idea was that it was a quick glance.
and it works. It's great. So, you've been doing it for 7 years. In a typical year, how many new people are moving to a town like Hopkinton on average?
Well, it doesn't, yeah, it does include some duplicates because some people move within town, but generally I do about 500 visits a year between the three towns. It's about 48 visits per month. Hopkinton sees somewhere around 30 new residents a month moving into town.
Well, you're a busy person, like I said.
It,
That's great.
it is
It,
busy.
it's a nice service. So during
Thank
this
you.
pandemic, obviously people are finding it tough to visit some of these local businesses. A lot of them are closed, obviously. And you've figured out a way to not only support local businesses, which is fantastic, but also to give people at home something to look forward to, and something to help them out as well. So tell us a little bit about it, how you've pivoted.
Yeah. Well, on March 11th, when the kids' school ended, it didn't take me long to realize that my home visits had to stop immediately. Nobody wanted strangers coming to their homes. So after about a week of wallowing that everything was gone, I caught wind of an idea about trying to continue to connect small businesses to residents. And what I did was I came up with the family food, flowers, and fun packages. And the first week I did in Hopkinton, I contacted 5 local vendors to each provide a different piece of the package. So one restaurant provided dinner, one bakery provided dessert. We had a local Hopkinton Drug provided a family activity. It was a puzzle that week. We also had a adult beverage that Marty's provided, and we had some beautiful flowers that week as well from Angel's Nursery. And I had no idea if this was going to be anything that people were interested in. The businesses were all thrilled to work with me, and and just they just rolled the dice that I was coming up with something different, and they were amazing. The flexibility they had, and the first day we had a couple orders, and I'm like, I don't know if this is going to work, but we had to shut it off the first week at 66 orders, and we were quite surprised.
Yeah, I bet. And so this past weekend was Mother's Day, which you put together a fantastic package for mothers. I participated in that one, and my wife was thrilled. How many did you do altogether this Mother's Day weekend?
Mother's Day weekend, we did 200 brunch packages, which included brunch for the family and a huge gift bag full of goodies. I had but I think 18 different small businesses participate and put something in the gift bag. So we were able to give some business to most of those, and some other businesses were able to offer some gift certificates or free Zoom exercise classes, and we were able to connect those small businesses, which is so important. And the residents want to support the small businesses. Small businesses need the income, and it's just a win-win for everybody. We've done, in addition to the Mother's Day package, we've done 5 of the Friday night food packages, and we've served um, almost 700 packages so far.
Wow,
Um,
that's
we-
really
yeah,
great. It's
it's been
it's amazing.
fantastic. Yeah,
So on a Mother's Day weekend, you did 200 packages. I understand you had some helpers putting those things together.
I did. I'm usually self-deprecating when it comes to my kids, but I have 3 teenage boys, and their support and help during this has just been tremendous. I literally could not do it without their work. They're doing everything from tying ribbons to putting the packages together to delivering. And it's not just the delivery you see when people pick up, but these guys are working all week for me, punching holes, and it's just amazing. Alphabetizing, I think they've become the best alphabetizers around. And my husband was able to help us this weekend because we did it on Saturday, so he wasn't working.
Well,
So
and
I've got a lot of help.
you're teaching your kids some life lessons too, which is really fantastic.
Oh, I hope so. I hope so.
It's great, and I love how you're helping small businesses, and I love how it's an outlet for the community to support them. I really think it's fantastic, and I consider you a hometown hero, Beth. So thank you for
Oh
what
my
you're doing.
gosh, Eric. I do want to just say one other thing. Thanks to some generosity, I hadn't thought of this when we originally did it, but thanks to the generosity of people, we've been able to donate probably about like 40 dinners to seniors, to families in need, to some families of people who are on the front lines.
That
And
great.
we raised $750 for the Ashland Emergency Fund. So that was an additional bonus that we didn't anticipate coming out of this. And that's been even more rewarding to be able to call up the senior center and say, okay, who needs meals this week? So it's been another win.
Fantastic, Beth.
Yeah,
Congratulations. So
thank
if
you.
someone were watching today and they wanted to contact you and maybe participate in this week's uh, package for on Friday night, how would they do that?
The easiest thing to do is go to our website, which is hometown hospitality ma as in Massachusetts.com, and that brings you right to the information page. There's also a contact us button that you can email me directly if you want to make some kind of donation. And this Friday night, we're doing a Westboro package out of Tavolino's. We've got some yummy Italian food getting served up. And then Saturday night, we're doing some home Americana home style meals from Ashland Ale House. So some really
Fantastic.
good choices. Thanks.
Excellent, excellent. Well, you're a busy person, but I just wanted to tell people how proud I am of you and what your business is doing and how you've supported the community during this time. So thanks
Thank
so
you,
much for
my
spending
friend.
a few minutes. I really
I,
appreciate it, Beth.
appre- I appreciate you. Thank you, Eric.
All right, thanks.